even play with me. Get the... Oh my God, I got a KO from the top. Oh, what a hit! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the brand new season of WWE 2k24 myGM mode here on the Backbreaker Gaming YouTube channel. And no, you look amazing. You look amazing. So not just you look amazing here. For those that don't know, we are recording this live after AEW Dynamite. As we record after AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. And yeah, we are into our brand new season. We finished WrestleMania off with a bang. And hi! Thank you for the blurb there. I'll have to get the picture done up a little better here, but that's how we work on. But yeah, we obliterated Raw at WrestleMania here. I don't know how, but we did. And then we pulled a very strong roster, which we were supposed to thematically try to get as many Canadians as we can. We sort of did. We grabbed a couple Canadians. There was one left on the board that we missed out on. We might try to get him through free agency later, but we'll see how things go anyway. So anyway, let's get into this. Let's book our show because we got a great show planned here. With the roster we have to have one. Do not book your most popular specialist this week. So, and what's he going to give us? Ooh, add 4 weeks to a contract for a free agent. Who's our most popular specialist? Sherry. If I can keep her off tonight, might not be the worst thing in the world. Fair enough. Okay, so let's see if we can get some tag team matches put together here. Or let's see if we get some matches, period, put together here. Try and get some feuds going here. I know one of them that I was working on getting put on here was... we're probably going to have to get some extra talent put in here. But we were going to go Joe Gacy versus Trick as one of our matches here. Thinking do we pull the card? We'll go for the... We can always add stipulations later, but in terms of a tag, if I bring in... Well, Chelsea and Piper we could put in as a tag team, but I want to get I want to see if we can get a female brawler who's a face, maybe to cover right now. So I think maybe right now we'll do a little talent scout search. A face brawler. So got a little bit of cash, so let's try and go up a little bit. Female. Face. Bruiser. Sorry, I said brawler, I meant bruiser. Ooh. Bringing back an old friend. We could either do Clubberella or we could do... Look at the price on her. Because of the popularity, she's 31. Lula just got a new perk. Her popularity's crap, but we could deal with that. For that cheap, I think this one's going to be pretty easy for us. I'm even going to go crazy and book her for 10 weeks. Then we'll see what we can do here. If I can get her for this cheap going forward, maybe we could work with her a little bit here. I think this might actually be a very good choice. And let's get her a perk here. Iron Man or No Holds Barred. This one creates an injury. This one let's go with that. All right, so we are going to have, both aren't great, yeah, like, but we are going to get the Canadian in the main event here. Team her up with Piper, taking on the team of Ms. Roxanne Perez and Lula Tandy. Everything matches up properly here. Ooh, okay. I'm just going to leave it like this for right now. We're not going to put... So just so everybody knows, we are not putting any titles extra on the line until we hit the first PLE. Paul Heyman has a card where he could veto he can veto 3 champions on my card. I have 2 champions already in Sami Zayn and Jacy Jayne. I'm not counting on booking them the first PLE. So we will crown new champions at the PLE, but we're not going to have any new ones go right now. So, all right, so we got that booked. We're still going to have to book matches regardless here, but... Let's see now. I want to see if there's a possibility we can get Jacy Jayne and Indi Hartwell into a feud. And then the other one we could do... We can do Sammy or we can do Ricochet. And you know what? We'll do it this way. That way we can have this feud going for the pay-per-view. And the other one we're going to do a call-out promo here. We're going to get Kaiser to call it the champ. Maybe we get another feud that way. That to me looks pretty decent. And you know what? We're going to start off with a title match right off the bat. Why not? We haven't had a chance to put the title on the line in a while here. These two, they're okay. This actually is probably going to be a pretty good match. Is there any stipulation we could put an ambulance match on the first week? That would be bad. And this one here, I would like to put the titles up, but it's just not going to work that well. I'm almost tempted to do this, though. Because we got 2 established workers. We got different styles here. But that tornado tag's going to give them a boost. Maybe we'll bring it back down to a tables match here just to calm things down a little bit here. We just have this as an opening title match. No stipulation. Could do Iron Man, but there's no real need for it right now. All right, let's see what we can do with these other promos. What other things do we have to do here? Book 10 shows with all promo spots filled. That's not a problem. Book 3 backstage brawl matches. Book 10 shows with an advertising promo. Book 10 shows with a training promo. Book 10 shows with a call-out promo. Okay. So I think we're going to do a training promo and an advertisement promo here. We are literally going to use everybody available on the card. And if we put Sherry on the card, we lose that bonus. So we have literally used everybody we got right now. We are going to get some more free agents next week. Right now, I want to see what we can do with a bare bones roster the way that we have. Then we can incorporate some other people as we go here. So, but I think we got our first real show put up. We got a title match to start. I'm almost tempted to flip this card completely. Make our title match the main event here. I don't think it's going to matter either way, but this one isn't going to be that spectacular. This one should be better than this one because those guys are under. These guys are established. We are, like I said, that's probably better, yeah. All right, so let's see what we got for power cards available. Just need the curve, yeah. Wow, these cards got expensive this week. 45 for a health spa. 90. Somebody's got a card on us. Has to be. Has to be. You know what? I'm still going to get the health spa just to be safe. But as we're going here, we might as well find a stipulation or two for these. Because we haven't used a whole lot yet, and we got everybody still fresh. If I put a False Count Anywhere match in there, it'll give it a boost. And everybody's got full stamina, so it's not like I'm really worried about too much. I make this a tables match because that's steel cage. Steel cages we use to finish off rivalries. If you start with a steel cage, it doesn't give you the same boost that it'll final. We will be doing some steel cage matches. That's for damn sure, Nats. But I think we got our main event set up here, so. All right. And the power cards, I think we'll leave the rest as is. And we got everything lined up the way we do. We keep everything that we had before. So we got the stadium. We got the crew. We got special effects. We got advertised. All right. Show cost only 23 grand. Hopefully we get a decent return out of this. But all the world hates a coward, so let's get to this. All right, so we have to see what everybody else did first this week. So we're just going to run through the matches, simulate them, see how they go here. So for anybody that's new here and hasn't seen this, that's what we do here. So the opening match, Candice LeRae versus Valhalla at a tables match.
1, 2,
I've used the conventional GMs for all the other brands. We have Adam Pearce for Smackdown. We have Eric Bischoff for WCW. That's why it's failing so bad. And we have Paul Heyman as the GM for ECW. Our second match on the card, Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. That would be a fun match to watch.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
2.5 stars, got the feud. Good. Well, I'm just being honest with Eric. That's all. Veer Mahan. Veer is coming to ECW. Coming back late. Hey, tell Tabori hello from me as well. I always appreciate him. Hope you guys are all doing well here. Thank you, JJ, for stopping in. So Veer came today. Veer came. Take it out, Kofi Kingston. Let's see what we got.
1, 2, that's 3. Ring the bell.
Kofi Kingston with the win and the 3-star match. And our main event for the ECW Tag Team Championships. Tony D'Angelo and Muhammad Ali taking on Jake the Snake Roberts and Montez Ford. Damn. D'Angelo and Muhammad Ali are your new tag team champions. 3.5 stars. At least Muhammad's got somebody he can work promos with. Apparently he's a horrible promo in this game. So the opening match here for WCW is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Charlotte Flair and Raquel Rodriguez versus the Cruiser Twins. or the bombshells. I don't want to see the blonde bombshells because Io's not blonde, but you know what I get at here. Do they keep the titles? 4-star match. Well, Flair's in it. Of course, they're going to give it a high one. Duke Hudson, pop himself up. Gotta love that. Cody Rhodes versus Bobby Lashley. I'm sure this one will go over well.
1, 2. That's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Bobby Lashley in a 2.5-star match, which, because Cody is a specialist, that makes sense. Because if you're a specialist, you don't get the extra bump for the cross branding. Mr. Perfect. You tell me you wouldn't want this match like anywhere, everywhere. Jesus, for the ECW Heavyweight Championship. Mr. Perfect is your first champion, 4-star match. Yeah, that would be a fun match right there. And Eddie Guerrero versus Omos with a run-in by Elton Prince, the brand new Noah Tag Team Champion IRL. Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. Omos won the GHC Tag Team Championships in Japan yesterday. Or last night, whatever you want to call it. Let's see who wins this one. Eddie Guerrero wins. 4-star match, retains the title. The U.S. Championship gets more prestige than the heavyweight title. Amazing. All right, what's Raw got? Raw doesn't have a lot. All right, so for tag team championships, the champ Bailey teaming up with Isla Dawn, taking on Zoe Stark and Gigi Dolan. The champ retains, 3.5-star match. Be right back. I'm going to simulate Hennig versus Owen. Hey, go for it. Isla Dawn getting 8 ring XP. That's thanks to her being on my brand for so long. Santos Escobar versus Gunther.
1, 2. Ring it.
Gunther wins in a 2.5-star match. Ilya Dragunov and Carlito taking on LA Knight and The Rock. Could you imagine the promos with LA Knight and The Rock as a tag team? Are you kidding me? Let's simulate that.
Ring it.
LA Knight and The Rock are victorious. 3-star match. And our main event, R-Truth and Baron Corbin for the U.S. Championship. R-Truth retains. 3.5 stars. Nice work. All right. Time to see what the A show's up to. Have you seen LA Knight with Scott Steiner? Yeah. Sorry, I just had to. All right. Our opening matchup. Falls Count Anywhere. Ivar and Ricochet. The Deceptive High Flyer versus... Well, I guess you can't really tell him the Shit Talker High Flyer because he's a good guy here. Anyway, let's go check this out. Once again, everybody, thank you for checking this out. If you are on if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know anytime we're dropping a new video. And please hit the thumbs up because anytime that the thumbs up button works. So, as well, just a reminder, we can't use any of the copyright music because YouTube's a jerk.
Contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Viking Raiders from Valhalla, weighing in at 305 pounds.
Hey, Nick. So we are opening up our first contest, or first match in season 4. We're getting Ivar versus Ricochet. And this is heel Ivar and face Ricochet. So, excited for this. I love WWE 2K content. Nice. Oh, I was taking shots at Bischoff. Is that what you were talking about, Nats fan? Oh, yes. WCW has a very interesting matchup set up for the heavyweight title. The one and only.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
I try not to talk over the announcers. It's just a habit from when I did commentary. Yeah, we have Mr. Perfect versus Randy Orton is their heavyweight title program on WCW. And they're in 4th place right now, going into season 4. I cannot wait to turn this guy heel here. Who won that? Perfect. We simulate all the other brands. We just watch ours for right now. So. So yeah, we're going to have a fun time here. This is Falls Count Anywhere. And we're going to have the women's title on the line in the main event with Indi Hartwell challenging the new champion, Jacy Jayne. Jacy Jayne won it at Mania. Face Ricochet after what happened tonight is hilarious. Yeah. For those that are watching this post, we just watched the Dynamite where Ricochet pulled out a pair of scissors and attacked Swerve Strickland on Dynamite tonight. So yeah, it's a little bit of a difference. I will be flipping Ricochet. That's one of the goals that I have as we've been moving along through this. Like, personally, my goal is to try and change everybody to sort of where they are right now. Oh, just a leg drop out of nowhere there. Just noticed you can do gauntlet eliminator matches. Did not. No. Yeah, you could actually. You can do battle royal elimination matches. Yeah. Essentially, they try to treat them like, basically, they don't want to say Royal Rumble, but Royal Rumble with pinfalls. So for those that are asking, we are trying to get through GM mode seasons 4 and 5 before WWE 2k25 comes out, which theoretically should be in March. We might hear a lot during the debut of Raw on Netflix on Monday. If they give us a date, we'll definitely make sure we plan up for it. No use running to the outside, Ricochet, because you get pinned just as easily there. Oh, Ricochet fired up. Nice huracarana out there on the outside. And Ivar's just saying nope. So basically the goal of what you do tonight is just to see if we can find some way to get some feuds going, getting into the first PLE. Uh-oh, on the chair. And just a 1 count, wow. Ricochet just just trying to take control of this matchup, and it's just weird that... oh, now he's got the kendo stick. Ivar is doing nothing to help him out there. Oh, and the axe kick over the top. Uh-oh. Ivar's had about enough. I think this might be it. The problem with Ivar is I do believe his finisher is based on somebody going off the ropes. And if he's doing that, then he's not going to be able to do it on the outside, right? Shooting star press. And just a 2 count. These guys are definitely putting in the work here tonight. Ricochet doing some heavy damage here right now. Uh-oh. Good night. Right on the head. Pin him. He's done. Count to 6,000. And Ivar is your winner of the first match of season 4. Very competitive contest, back and forth. Wonder what kind of score we're going to get out of this, though. 3.5, so that's a very good start for us. Wonder if we got a rivalry here, though. No rivalry. Son of a biscuit. Kaiser. All right, we got the rivalry there. So I think next week we're actually going to put these two in the ring. Kaiser and Zayn. If we can get them, maybe that'll be our title match for next week. Now this one here, we had to get Chelsea and Piper together. Chelsea's one of our focal points of the season here. Odds are we are going to probably try and give her a title program as we move forward. But bringing her in with Piper, see, maybe we can work some on women's tag titles there. And then her opponent's Roxanne Perez. This is early Roxanne, so it isn't exactly NXT champion forever Roxanne. And then Lula Tandy we actually had in season 2. And I had her for quite a bit of time here, and she actually did some good work. And we will see if the lineage continues here in season 4. Let's check things out. I wonder if they're going to get their paired entrance on this. Because that's why I wanted to bring both Chelsea and Piper. So we could see the group entrance for some of these guys. Oh yeah, here we go. Finally!
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And the team of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Well, that was a little bit of a weird one for the, and instead of saying the first competitors instead, but. No, one of our goals was trying to get regular tag teams to get together here. As we go along, we might be able to find some other pieces in the future, but definitely we're going to get Chelsea and Piper together. And plus Piper I wanted to bring in as a feud between, for Piper and Roxanne. Because I think that'd be a fun match to have as well.
From Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
We got so much flipping to do for face and heel here. It's insane right now. Well, we'll have to see what we can do going in the future and what we'll have to leave. And for those that are wondering, the reason we put this as a tables match is because regular tags, frankly, just take way too long. Because the partner is always breaking up the pin. Conventional wrestling rules are there is one team breakup before a DQ.
And from Blackpool, England, Lola Tandy.
See, if we could have done mixed tag matches, I would have brought William Regal in and they could have been the Blackpool Combat Club here. This is one of the creator wrestlers, Lola Tandy. You do have to add in some enhancement talent and try and grow them as you go. She is classified as a bruiser. So she's a perfect foil to Chelsea at this point. And that's the way you essentially in GM mode, how you make your extra points on this, is buying some cheap talent. Like, we got Lula for, I think it was $24,000 for 10 weeks. Originally, it's supposed to be 14 for 5, but I just said to hell with that. If she's that cheap, let's get her for a little longer. Jesus! Once again, the strength of Roxanne Perez yeeting that table across the ring at Chelsea there. Poor Chelsea and her back is going to feel that one. Nice flatliner by Chelsea there. And Chelsea with the elbow to Lula. So it's the first table spot. First person to get driven through a table, their team loses. As Roxanne was looking to yeet that table right through Piper Niven there. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the show, we are not going to be crowning any new champions until week 5. Unfortunately, Paul Heyman has a card where he can veto 3 of our champions, and he always plays it during the first PLE. So he can't veto a champion if I don't have one. So we'll crown some new champions at the PLE. One way or the other. If he doesn't play the card, well, we're going to have to deal with that BS when we get there. Roxanne knew how to get out of the way in a hurry there. Nice pendulum kick there by Roxanne Perez. An inside-out version of Pop Rocks there. Oh, and Roxanne's feeling froggy. Got that table set up. But unfortunately, moving Piper away from the table. Trying to soften her up some more here. As Lula's just wiping out Chelsea on the outside. Oh, not so fast. Now Roxanne's got a chair. And you actually have to be physically put through a table. Just falling down through it doesn't count. And Chelsea wants her own table. Maybe it's stylishly designed. Some extra BC furniture or BC hardwood on it. And Lula just waiting in the ring for somebody to come back in to face her. Roxanne's having to hold off these two beasts on her own here. Now Lula figures out she's got to come outside and deal with this. And there's just a plain old yeet. Oh, nice high knee there by Chelsea. But Roxanne kicks out almost immediately there. Nice short clothesline by Piper there on the outside. Going up. Big power bomb by Lula. Look at the power of Lula just throwing Piper around like nothing. Little lung blower action by Chelsea there. Uh-oh, going for it. I'm prettier. Roxanne's out. Chelsea looking for another table. It's like we only got 3 inside now. But she wants to use hers to win the match. But Roxanne's back up. This might not be good for Chelsea. Alabama slam with Tandy on the Piper outside. Uh-oh. Chelsea's in trouble. Chelsea's in trouble. Uh-oh, look out. What a carrera! Puts Chelsea through the table and gets the victory for Perez and Tandy.
Here are your winners, the team of Roxanne Perez and Lula Tandy.
Hell of a match with these four so far. We've had good matches here. I want to see what the score is, though. Let's go, Roxy. I want to see what kind of score we get. As long as we don't outstage the first match, I'll be happy. Like, our goal is to get some... 2 stars. That's it. 2 stars. It's probably just because we'd use the tables match instead. The popularity of Lula brings it down. But the rivalry's there. That's all I'm worried about right now. Let's get the rivalry there, and that way we can deal with that. Ciampa didn't get much out of it. That's okay. Now, just a regular one-on-one match. Trick Williams and Joe Gacy. 2 new members. My last 2 picks in the draft. I want to see what I can do with Trick. Can we whoop that Trick tonight? Without Booker T. Da 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 da. Whoop that Trick, whoop that Trick, that Trick, I like it. Whoop that Trick, yeah. Whoop that Trick, I'm drunk. Whoop that Trick, I'm weird.
Is scheduled for 1 fall, making his way to the ring from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds.
Love the emote. Love the emote there, Nick. I assume you're a big Trick fan. I've loved what he's done. Like, basically having to go up against Carmelo Hayes and everything that he did, and just having to overcome like his departure and the way they set it up, and the story that got told was so well done. And even now, like I really don't know who's going to win next week. There's a way that Trick still wins. There's a way that you can get Obafemi to win. I think he's going to be fair. I think it's going to be more fair to have Obafemi win it.
New Jersey, weighing in at 249 pounds, Gacy.
We still have Schism Gacy. And having Eddie Thorpe in there as well, like, there's a way he could steal it just like Ethan Page did. If I was a betting man, I'd almost have to think I think Trick retains somehow. Because really, Trick, I don't know if they're going to set Trick up. There's a possibility they could. It's going to be weird to see, like, they now have a third hour of SmackDown they have to fill. And don't think they're going to elongate the matches. I think that's the way it's going to go, too. And if they do Oba versus Trick at Stand and Deliver, that actually would make a lot of sense. So Gacy's bleeding and we're not even 30 seconds in. The Stephanie Julia Zarya triple threat. I don't know how that's going to go. I really don't. Do we get that? You think Julia beats Roxanne on next Tuesday? I wonder if Stephanie almost cost Julia the match. Or whoever ends up being number one contender ends up costing the match for Julia. Because to me, that would make a lot of sense. Because with all due respect to Roxanne Perez, if I have to face somebody to win the championship between Julia and Perez, I'm taking Perez about 8 times out of 10. The other 2 times, I'm pretty sure Julia's hurt and might have to forfeit. Referee up to 4 here on his count. It is generic referee number 2, so he does count weird when it comes to some of these regular match countouts, so. As Trick's trying to wear out that leg of Joe Gacy here. Let's get just plain out just trying to wear. I think she does. I think Roxanne then goes on a hiatus because she's embarrassed after losing to Julia after beating her first time in October. So Roxanne goes to the Rumble, makes an appearance as a great showing, then decides she wants to go to the main roster to get more prestigious titles. Essentially doing what Tiffany did last year. I don't like. I love what they're doing with Tiffany right now in terms of giving her the briefcase to that. I do hate that she's getting bitched out way too much. It's that fine line that you got to deal with of when are you playing it out too much to when you're not playing it out enough. It almost makes me wonder, who do they have left for Nia to challenge there? Because, yeah, Money in the Bank is just... Money in the Bank's after WrestleMania, so I guess it could be okay with that. I thought with the later WrestleMania, they might change it around. Naomi has a match against Nia on Friday for the title. Here's what I think. I think Jade comes out on Friday on the 3-hour debut on USA and lets the world know that she's the one that Naomi's the one that attacked him, as Trick gets the victory here. This very well could be our IC title feud here. Because if these guys can get a feud, I would love to put the IC title into this feud, which we'll be presenting at our first PLE. Not much fire to the match. All right. Let's see if we got the rivalry, though. I'm okay with the low stars. No rivalry. So we're going to have to do some work with this. Sammy made us 15 grand, but took one popularity hit. That's fine. We can live with it. At least I'm hoping this match doesn't get the downturn going on. This is going to be for the WWE Women's Championship. Our brand new champion, Jacy Jayne, won it at WrestleMania, taking on her first challenger and one of my personal favorites to have on here, Indi Hartwell. Let's check it out. I'd like to see Naomi bring up Lash and Jakara just because they made an appearance in Smackdown, so she could recruit them and maybe help Naomi take out Jade, because I don't think Naomi would have done it by her. Yeah, I would love to see Metaphor and Naomi as a group, maybe. Just something different, right? By the way, if you haven't had the chance yet, go check out Indi Hartwell's YouTube channel. It is a lot of fun to watch her IRL stuff right now. And I think she's made her first announcement about her couple signings that she's doing. She's so awesome. Yeah. Here's my deep prediction right now for AEW. It may not be a full signing. It may just be a one-off. Indi Hartwell shows up at Grand Slam Australia. You tell me that wouldn't bring some buzz? I would love to see indie wrestling in AEW just because, you know, not only the memes, but also the ability here. I think Toni Storm should be there. You get Toni Storm to main event one of the shows, you get Indi Hartwell to be a part of the other one. Would you casually say you're all in, Nick? Fletcher, Jay White, yeah, like, with all due respect, I think this is where they're trying to set up Jay White for that number one contendership against Jon Moxley. Because if you could do that as your main event there at Wembley, I know that the gauntlet match coming up next week is for Maximum Carnage in 2 weeks. But if White doesn't win that, he could be the next guy to do it over at Wembley. Or in Brisbane, sorry. But yeah, by the way, Jacy's, if you're new to the channel, Jacy's been my pet project for 4 seasons now. It's taken us until season 3 WrestleMania to get the title on her. And let's hope it's not just 1 week. Or if it is only 1 week, I hope there's a damn rivalry here.
From Melbourne, Australia, Indi Hartwell.
Could you imagine Indi versus Mariah?
And her opponent from Tampa, Florida, the WWE Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne.
Jacy Jayne? Hey, half our champions have been like that. Like, how many times between Baszler and Alba Fire did that title change? I think 4 in their 5 matches. Ivy Nile held it for a total of 1 week after WrestleMania 2. Love Indi versus Tony too. I think you get Mariah to main event that show in Brisbane. And Tony would be the proper opponent for her there. But if you could get like, even if you're going to do Tony versus a Mercedes maybe. That actually could be a way you could get that title to Athena. Have Athena and ROH take on Tony Storm right now. And then have Tony come up, beat Mercedes. Then Athena comes up and wants that title instead. Because I still believe that Athena's winning that 4-way match for any title she wants. That screams Tony Khan booking right there. I did like that they advertised some of the matches for Wrestle Dynasty, but the only thing is, because they're not involved in all the matches, they're not advertising all of them. Like, you want to talk about an AEW versus the World? That's what happened during the Forbidden Door shows. And for Wrestle Dynasty, it's New Japan versus the World. So, it sort of makes sense that they're not advertising every match. It would be nice for them to, but... Indi trying to go for that DDT. Spine on the pine. What was the referee doing? Admiring it for a while or what? Generic referee number 2. What a shot to the face there. Now hung up in the tree of woe. Indi just being picked apart here right now. And Jacy going to the dive to the outside. Oh God. Face first into the canvas. Going over to the Boston Crab. Or the half crab, as we would say in Calgary, or the Canadian crab. Watch this be a double count out and just piss the whole world off. There's the cyclone kick. That should be enough. And it is. Jacy Jayne retains in her first championship defense.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Women's Champion, Jacy
So we got a 3.5 here. Please tell me we got a rivalry out of this. This should be a rivalry. This, please be a rivalry. Not a freaking rivalry. It's okay. We're going to do a promo next time. We'll bump it up that way. But yeah, let's go take a look at the scorecards. Smackdown got good booking. We got 2 rivalries, 1 single and 1 tag. Nothing else. Damn, that's cold. Raw's got some good booking. They've gotten 3 rivalries going. Amazing booking for WCW. They have to start doing something. 1 rivalry, 2 rivalry, 3 rivalry, 4 rivalries. Omos and Guerrero was there before, so give them a little bit of credit there. And ECW got good booking, and they've gotten 1 rivalry so far, so. Not a bad job by them. Not a bad job by us. We got to get that middle of the card better, though. Overall, it looked like it was a tough crowd everywhere this week, so. Let's go take a look at the final scores here, though. ECW got a 115 for show score, 24,000 fans, and 290,000 is what they get to play with now. WCW got a 124. They played a fan retention card, so they got 50,000. That's why they stacked it so much. And they're up to 278 for their budget, which I find funny because I got a hell of a big budget. 120 for their score. 26,000 fans, 279 for revenue. We got a 111, ouch. And only 15,000 fans. But we're up to $500,000 because we got the bigger venue, which means next week we're going to have to start pulling some stuff out of our rear end here. Chelsea and Piper work really well as a tag team, no kidding. All right. So we got the contract negotiation. We got the pre-match physio for another seasonal challenge. Oh, because we got the 300,000, so we have enough cash to get to 300,000, so we're good there. So we are in first place, but we're up 100,000 fans. We're still in the driver's seat, but we took a little bit of a hit there when it came to in terms of fans. We took a little bit of a ding there. We lost about 20,000 overall to Raw. Like ECW could have 12 great weeks and it ain't gonna matter a whole lot here. So ECW, they're working hard right now. I can see them moving up a little bit. The fact that they get the women's boost on every match just stings a little bit. And then Raw, well, they don't have a men's champion right now because they didn't sign one. I think everybody's going to start being a little smart like I am here and not book champions until they have to. And we got to find ourselves a men's title program here. Get something up so we get the title going on someone. But that's something we can do next week here. For those watching on Twitch, hang on. We're going to get into week 2 here in just a moment. But for those watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified every time we drop a video. We're at a pace where we're starting to get back to the 7 days a week here with WWE 2K, Stellar Blade, Call of Duty. That's what's currently up in the rotation. But for those checking it out on YouTube, once again, thank you for everybody for being here. And always remember, be part of the solution, don't be part of the problem. And we'll see y'all here next time on the Backbreaker Gaming YouTube channel. Take care, everybody.